I'm Jo Johnson and welcome to the Self-Renovate series. Today, I'm joined with Cathy Axford from Home Dressing Sydney Property Styling. Home Dressing specialises in residential styling for people who are about to put their property on the market for sale. They've styled thousands and thousands of properties across Sydney, and I welcome Cathy into the studio today. Hi, Cathy, and welcome.
Hi, Jo. Nice to see you.
You too. Cathy, I'd just like to start by asking you a couple of questions. First of all, what are you doing at the moment with regards to styling? Are you still working? How are things going at your end?
Okay, well, we're definitely still up and running. So we're just taking the necessary precautions in this environment to keep the business and to still keep our real estate agents happy and our customers and our vendors happy as well. So very much still, on board and helping people out.
Excellent. So business as usual.
Yes, business as usual, definitely.
And what would you say you're doing in particular to help your clients this time? Are you changing anything in your processes, procedures, anything about the way you're working?
Sometimes we are. So if a vendor or a real estate agent would like an online quote, we can definitely do that. If they've just got a floor plan, we can look at that and prepare a quote by that way, or we can have a virtual tour of the property as well, or we can just go into the property with one other person, whether it's the vendor or the real estate agent, and just practice the necessary social distancing and hygiene standards as well. So depending on what people are comfortable with and what the standards are.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah. Well, it sounds like things are going well.
Yes.
I just, what would be really helpful is for people to maybe understand what are some of the frustrations that your clients are finding at the moment with regards to selling their home or with regards to the whole process. Is there anything you can share in that regard?
I suppose at present, everyone's a little bit frustrated with the situation and the circumstances. So we're just trying to basically work together, making them understand that there is a way that we can get around it and still showcase the property to the best of our ability. And I suppose property styling probably is more important now than if ever was, because if it's a virtual viewing, we need to make sure that it stands out and it's easy to look at, and so.
Excellent. No, that makes a lot of sense. And certainly if people are relying on their visual medium,
yes,
then what you're providing
definitely
is a service that definitely gets it to that next level.
That's right.
I'd like to maybe also understand a little bit about what some of the trends are that you're noticing out there in the market. I know in your experience as both a property stylist and an interior designer, you probably have some idea of what you're seeing out there at the moment.
Yeah, I suppose a neutral palette is always a good way to start, and just adding a few textures. I suppose with the trends in property styling, it's a little bit different to interior styling. We set a room up mainly to focus on real estate photography and showing as much floor space in the property as we possibly can. So trend-wise, I suppose keeping up to date with the trends. You're selling the lifestyle to the person that's walking in the front door. So easy living. So just, and what's attractive to certain demographics is actually walking into that property.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah. Would you suggest that there are any maybe misperceptions about property styling that you notice when you go to see clients, be it in days gone by or in the situation we're currently in? Anything, for example, they think it can be styled in 2 hours, whereas it might take longer, or anything that stands to mind that might be a bit of a misperception?
Absolutely. I mean, sometimes they would like us to prepare a miracle, I suppose, and everyone wants the best for their dollar. So maybe it's a budget issue as well. So they may have a large house, but they can only afford to have a couple of bedrooms styled or one living area. So just, I suppose our expertise, we can go in there and actually explain to them what's the best way to style the property and get the best viewing by clients. And so fantastic. I suppose using our expertise, saying that, we do it all day, every day, and every property is different, every day is different. So just giving that sort of feedback and showing our expertise, I suppose, that we've done it before and we can still do it in this environment as well.
That's right. And so it's all about giving that reassurance and, and as you say, going out there, providing your expertise as knowing your business.
That's right. Yeah.
And if you were to think about top tips, is there anything that you would be able to say, these are 3 things perhaps that viewers could think about either when they're preparing their home for sale, something that would just help them make a bit of a difference?
Yeah, definitely. So I suppose decluttering is the first thing if someone's still living in the property. So removing all personal possessions, moving furniture pieces around to best suit the rooms. Also, if it's a vacant property, maybe a coat of paint, changing light fittings, even down to changing doorknobs on kitchen handles, that sort of thing. So giving the garden a bit of a clean up and just presenting it, making it have good street appeal as well. So just, I suppose providing that knowledge that we've done before and we know what works when selling property.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, that's been really helpful. Thank you so much, Cathy. I'm sure our listeners would love to learn all about home dressing. Is there a particular way that they can contact you if they would like to make some inquiries moving forward?
Yes, of course. Well, we have a website and we also have our Instagram page as well and our Facebook page. So we can always get messages in that regard, or emails, or give us a call. So anytime.
Fantastic.
Happy to help.
Okay. Well, thank you, Cathy. I'll be sure to put the details for Cathy and home dressing on the link to this site. And by all means, give home dressing a call. They'd love to hear from you and give you their wonderful advice. Thanks again,
Thank you,
Cathy.
Jo. Take care.
Bye for now.
See you later. Bye.